Welcome to today's Scoop video. My name is Graham Foxwell and I am the product marketing lead here at Kyocera. Today we are going to be talking about navigating the hybrid cloud landscape. And we're going to explore some what that means in way of contemplating moving into the cloud. I'm joined here today by my colleague here, Ben Davis, who serves as ICT sales consultant here at Kyocera. So without further ado, I'm going to launch straight into my first question. So, hybrid cloud. We've all heard of that term before, or quite a lot have heard of that term before. But Ben, can you give us an uncomplicated description of what that actually is?
Yeah, sure. There's probably 1,000 definitions for this, but I'll give you my take. Yep. Hybrid cloud consists of public clouds and private clouds. Private clouds being on-premise, edge locations, co-location data centers. What that enables you to do is to operate your IT services and manage those services and transfer services across different clouds, ultimately to drive efficiency, boost productivity within the business, look at maybe cost savings or how you can manage costs, boost your existing capabilities of your existing services, but ultimately, for me, the key one is try and underpin digital transformation efforts and try and accelerate those.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. It's pretty straightforward. However, what I am curious about is its alignment with the government's first cloud or cloud first policy. So could you kind of elaborate on what this policy entails? And the role that the hybrid cloud fits within that framework?
Yeah, sure. So I worked with the public sector for about 20 years. And I remember when this policy was first announced back in 2013, and it felt like quite a revolutionary time. It was really quite exciting. The policy's obviously evolved over the last 10 years, 10, 11 years, but the core mantra remains that when public sector bodies are looking to deploy new or update existing services, they should consider public cloud first. That's what it says. Obviously, there's been great success with that, certainly within central government, but at the same time, a lot of challenge. A lot of organisations have struggled with that adoption. So the policy does say that other alternative forms of cloud are viable. So community clouds, hybrid clouds, on-premise deployments. At Kyocera, we firmly believe in the term cloud appropriate. We think that's more applicable in 2014. And the choice to choose the right workload for the right cloud is really important to us. Kyocera, we have our own suite of SaaS products, as an example, called K-Suite. We also have clouds for our ICT customers and ICT environments, unified communications platforms, our enterprise content services platforms, as well as our document solutions businesses as well. So, and obviously underpinning all of that is multi-cloud support services that enabled us to manage and monitor and maintain across all those different environments.
Yeah, so it sounds like we've got a lot to offer.
Absolutely, we do.
So you mentioned that public cloud is not always possible and that community, hybrid and private, I think it was what you said, deployment models are acceptable alternatives. So what have been some of the challenges with public cloud adoption?
Well, there's quite a few. I would say there's no single theme across all of our customers. I mean, Kyocera have such a diverse range of customers. You know, it's not one single issue. I think the one that comes up the most is probably total cost of ownership. I think my experience based in public sector is kind of informed me. A lot of organisations rushed to move their workloads from on-premise into public cloud. And I think, given they work 24/7, I think they really quickly realised that their costs were a lot higher than they were anticipating. I think a lot of organisations also do that kind of business analysis themselves as well, and they find pushing those workloads into the public cloud don't stack up for them. And like I said, I think organisations didn't necessarily take advantage of some of the public cloud services, like some of the PaaS services with SQL, for instance, that allow you to just use certain elements of SQL that you need at any point in time. So another one is sensitive data. Again, working with NHS data, it's probably the most sensitive data you can typically find. I think this was probably less prevalent than it was in 2013 because vendors like Microsoft have released UK-based data centres, but there are still a lot of customers out there who are concerned about where their data resides. Another is finance. I still talk to a lot of organisations who just still lean towards CapEx expenditure over OpEx, and are not quite ready to make that financial change to operational expenditure. Edge computing is another. This objection's, I think, it's been driven by certain use cases required at the edge, and I don't think they're ever going to go away. I think there was going to need some degree of element of computing at the edge.
Okay. And can you give any examples of this?
Yeah. AI, it's obviously a hot topic right now. AI typically needs lots of compute, needs lots of GPU power, and a lot of organisations need that compute at the edge, where it's closest to the workload where it's required. Another example, and I think this is quite key given the last 2 weeks, risk mitigation. Number of threads to this. I think there's a lot of organisations who are really reluctant to give more of their IT spend over to the big three, cloud companies that is. I think there's a growing concern around the amount of data that the big three are hosting. And I think, like I said, the last 2 weeks have shown just how reliant the world is on a small handful of IT tech companies. So spreading that risk to mitigate that risk is seemingly a growing topic. And the last one's probably skills. I think skills has always been a challenge. I think it's obviously got better as with the new generation coming through. But having skills in the public cloud's been a challenge. I think it's really important that customers also consider managed service providers and how those providers can support them on their journey to complement the skills that they may have in-house.
Okay, so if public cloud is not right for me as a customer, what should I look out for?
So if we go back to the policy kind of states you should provision to the 5 cloud characteristics. Now it's got to be on demand. You've got to be able to enable broad access, network access. Got to enable resource pooling, so you've got to pull those resources together. It's got to be elastic. You've got to be able to expand and burst when you need to. And it's got to be a measured service. That's the key 5. And I think this is why Kyocera love Kyocera solutions powered by HPE GreenLake. It gives you the control of a private cloud, but the flexibility and the economics of a public cloud.
Yeah, GreenLake. We love a bit of GreenLake, don't we? So can you tell me a bit more about what that provides?
So the GreenLake platform is pay per use. So you only pay for what you consume, first point. Cost savings. So it avoids over provisioning. It's such a simple thing, and also has a really good sustainability play here. But what I typically found in the public sector is they would always buy way more than what they needed on day one. So if you're buying less, it's good for the environment, but also it's saving you money because you're not running infrastructure that's sat there idle. Predictable pricing. So the GreenLake platform ensures pricing is steady. Seamless scalability. If you want to add nodes or you want to add storage, you can do that very, very easily. And it enables innovation. Kyocera, we can manage the platform for you, and it frees up IT resources to go and focus on exciting things and innovation and digital transformation and things like that.
So sticking with the GreenLake, because as I say, we love a bit of GreenLake, it definitely helps my understanding of what you just said there. But is GreenLake suitable for everyone? So,
as I mentioned probably a little bit earlier, Kyocera has a real diverse range of customers. We've got schools, SMEs, through to large corporates, and GreenLake is probably suitable for the vast majority of those. But there's going to be some circumstances where customers want to buy in a traditional way. That's totally fine, and we can absolutely support that. The key thing about Kyocera is our approach. I think we like to consult customers. We like to take an impartial view to things, and And it's about finding the right solution for that customer. And I mentioned previously the concepts of right cloud, right workload. That absolutely applies. We think that's really important to us. It's really important to our customers. And we've got a portfolio of consulting assessments, business consulting assessments that can help customers throughout that entire journey. So whether that's cloud readiness or workload observation or, cost optimization, FinOps is the name these days. We have a real strong bag of tools, resources that can help support across all of those.
So shifting focus a little bit, talking about recent news of Broadcom's acquisition of VMware and how that has made pretty big waves out there. What impact is this having on the hybrid cloud environment?
Yeah, so shameless plug. I wrote a blog on this recently, so go check out it on our website, on our LinkedIn feed. I've been a VMware fan since the early 2000s, and I remember when VMware released GSX back in the day. And when ESX came along, it was an absolute game changer for me. I thought it was such a fantastic technology, sold a lot of it, a lot of my customers operated on it, mission critical environments running on it. It's absolutely bulletproof. But there is a lot of frustration out there following the Broadcom takeover. So I won't dwell on that, but I was really excited to hear the announcement from HPE Discover. HPE they're releasing a KVM-based product of their own. And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity there with disgruntled VMware customers who are looking to re-platform. And, what better solution than a KVM-based virtualization solution from your trusted HPE partner, Kyocera?
Of course.
And will it be available on HP GreenLake? Absolutely. I'm sure it will be.
Fantastic. Perfect. So thanks for that, Ben. Your insights into the cloud and landscape have been really thought-provoking. So in summary, as a customer, what can I expect from Kyocera if I were to inquire about moving my infrastructure into the cloud?
So, bit of philosophy, Kyocera have a statement: do the right thing as a human being. But when I joined the company, I loved that. It's plastered on the walls in Reading. We got to build trust with customers, and I think you can only do that by being open and transparent. And I think with that trust, we can then start to build some really personalised solutions for customers built around their specific needs.
So we're coming into a close now, and what I'd like you to do, just give us just one key takeaway you want the audience to remember from today.
Kyocera have a tremendous portfolio spanning ICT, unified communications, content management, document solutions, managed services, business consulting. We have some amazing tech partnerships out there. HPE obviously being a very, very platinum partner for us. All I would ask is, if you're embarking on your next project, whether you're a new customer or an existing customer, think of us. Give us a shot. We'd love to get engaged. We'd love the opportunity to work with you and prove our value.
Well, that seems to have covered all my queries or questions for today. So thank you very much for that. Your time and expertise has been much appreciated. I've learned a lot sitting here listening to you. So thank you, Ben. Now, if you are currently watching this video and are trying to navigate that hybrid cloud, don't hesitate to reach out to us here, as Ben said. Please come and talk to us here at Kyocera. We'll have all the details of how to do that at the end of the video, so you can email us or just contact us on our website. Keep an eye out for our other Scoop videos that we've got coming up, or ones that we've already done in the past. Have a look at those, also on our website and on our YouTube. And lastly, if you are keen to sign up for a newsletter or just want to come along and have a chat, talk through some of the stuff that we've been talking about or other Scoop videos that we've done also, please get in touch. But thank you for listening, and goodbye.